أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Inshallah we will finish Surah Al-Balad today. Very sweet surah. No, Shams I mean. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say after swearing 7 times according to one calculation. According to the other calculation, 11 times Allah swear. It must be very important that Allah has swear 11 times. What is the statement? Kal jawab qasam. Qad aflaha man zakkaha. Successful indeed is the one who purified his soul, his nafs, as we discussed. Okay. Tazkiyah. He got rid of all the evil things inside. A kabira, a major sin can be done by your hand, or it can be done, committed by your heart also. So everybody understands the kabira, the major sin of the hand. But jealousy is what? It's a major sin. Show off is what? It's a major sin. Arrogance is what? It's a major sin. Right? So those things also need to be taken care of. When you do that, they're called tazkiyah. You say, how will be I graduated? No, this is a lifelong effort. When you engage in it, so you are on the right path, no problem. Okay, this is called tazkiyah. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ ذَكَّاهَا. So how will you do tazkiyah? I mean, this is why I cannot discuss it here. We can discuss it in Jummah khutbah, inshallah. But tazkiyah, one of the major elements of tazkiyah is what? Company. Company of the good people. Like right now, I am getting my tazkiyah. Why? Because I am in the company of the good people. Then how I know you are good? Because I can swear. On Friday, Fajr, Alhamdulillah, you left your home, you came here. Where will I? So you are I am getting my tazkiyah. I mean, I am your company. Okay, remember this thing. That before there used to be an ultra pious person, people used to travel for him to get in his company. Nowadays it is hard. Where will you get? Who will be he? No. So the ulama say, ijtimai amal Shaykh Kamil ka qaim muqam hai. The ijtimai amal where the believers, it is the substitutes of the Shaykh Kamil. Okay, even if 20 people who know only the last 10 surahs, they are gathered for the sake of Allah. So you will get the same effect in this time of fitna and fasad like you are in the company of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah. Agar shak hai to karke dekh lo. If you have a doubt, do it and you tell me now. Okay, but the ijtima has to be on the unwan of what? Allah and Rasul. Not like only eating and things like that. Okay, so this is one of the tazkiyah is what? Suhbatul Salihin, company. The second thing what you get your tazkiyah is what? Mujahada. As I told you yesterday that you wake up, okay, and you keep on what? Bruising, insulting your ego and keep on what? Purifying it. That mujahada, you don't have to go to a battlefield for it. Every step of your life, there will be conflict between deen and dunya. You take the deen and you keep the dunya number 2. This is your mujahada. Salat is ready, food is ready, you go to salat. Easy. Okay, number 1, number 2. Okay, so there are different elements of it. I told you suhbat and what? Mujahada. Right? One is dua also. That you ask from Allah that to purify your nafs. So this is the dua, okay? You can later on take a screenshot or what. This hadith is in Muslim. You see, it's strong hadith. There are different elements in this dua. But one is that the ulama has written in the tafseer of this ayah that you ask dua so that Allah purify your soul, your nafs. And that is what? Allahumma mean, oh Allah. Ati mean grant, give. Nafsi. Okay? If I memorize it, then I will memorize it nufusana. Why? Because then I don't have to change in the ijtima, when I in the khutbah. So whenever you memorize the dua, memorize what? In the plural. Because plural is enough for you also, and when you are representing with your family or somebody making dua, So that will be nafs. So Allahumma ati nafsi. Oh Allah, grant my nafas. Okay? Taqwaha. Okay? The piety of it that you say in Surah Shams. وَذَكِّهَا, and purify it. Anta, you, khayru man zakkaha, are the best of the one who do the purification. Anta, you, waliyuha, is the wali, is the friend of my nafs. Wa maulaha, and the caretaker of it. This much dua. Allahumma ati nufusana taqwaha wa zakkiha anta khayru man zakkaha anta waliyuha wa maulaha. You can memorize this much. And then there are other things also in this. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa. I seek protection from the knowledge which is not beneficial. Wa min qalbin la yakhsha. From a heart which is not scared of Allah. Wa min nafsin, and from a nafas, like nafs ammara, la tashba', which will never fed up. It's always hungry. Okay? We see with our own eyes. Okay? وَمِن دَعْوَةٍ لَا يُسْتَجَابُ لَهَا, and I seek protection from that kind of dua which is not answered. In the beginning also, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajzi. I seek protection that I am ajiz. Ajiz means defeated, incapacitated. Wal-kasali. Kasal means laziness. Okay? And what is the meaning of jubn? Jubn. Cowardliness. Okay, coward. A person who is not brave. That's called jubn. And bukhal is what? Miserliness. And haram mean wear off, like a thing which gets old and is not functional anymore. That's called haram, old thing, which is not functioning. وَعَذَابِ الْقَبْرِ. This is such a beautiful dua. You should memorize the whole thing. Take a screenshot. It's not here. Okay, rawahu Muslim, you see. Okay, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajzi wal-kasali wal-jubni wal-bukhli wal-harami wa'adhab al-qabri. You know this dua? You already know it. Say. Oh, you're looking at the screen. You memorized it or no? You already memorized it. Memorize it, okay? What I'm saying, because you are the smartest amongst the whole nation, so I mean the gathering, so I say it's a piece of cake for you. Why will you not do it? Do it, okay? It's beautiful. These are your tools. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajzi. Okay? You are number 2. Okay? Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajzi wal-kasali wal-jubni wal-bukhli wal-harami wa'adhab al-qabr. Memorize it. These are very beautiful dua. Allahumma ati nufusana taqwaha وَذَكِّهَا أَنْتَ خَيْرُ مَنْ ذَكَّاهَا أَنْتَ وَلِيُّهَا وَمَوْلَاهَا. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع. If you make a stop, you will say لا ينفع. If you continue, you will say لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس. Okay? لا تشبع. You can be sair नहीं होता. It never full. Always hungry. ومن دعوة لا يستجاب لها. My every dua should be answered. None of my dua should be wasted. Make me mustajabud dawat. Okay, all of you memorize it, okay? So now look here. The last part, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kazzabat samudu. Samud is a female word. So Allah says kazzabat. Samud belied. Okay? Bitagwaha, because of its arrogance. Rebellions. Okay, so remember this. This ba is a alphabet letter also, and it is a meaningful word also. Just the ba. I told you, okay? So ba is huruful mabani and huruful ma'ani. Like in the Qur'an, there might be like, how many places? 100? 50? Whatever. If Allah say, look, sabbih. Sabbih mean what? Purify Allah. Then Allah will say what? Bi hamdi rabbika. So this bi mean with what? Mean what? With. Along with. Okay? So this ba mean with. Sabbih bih yani ma'a hamdi rabbika. It means ma'a. Along with. This ba is for what? Ma'iyya. This kind of what? Ba? Ma'iyya. Ba ma'iyya. So now when you say, look, Bismillahi. So it is what? It is bi Ismillahi. So this is ba here also. Okay? So here, what it is? Bi Ismillahi again with the name of Allah. And then you say, I begin. I begin is what? it is in bracket there. Abda'u. I begin with the name of Allah. Abda'u bi ismillah. Okay, if somebody tells you what is the Arabic word here for begin, I begin. So what will you say? That abda'u, ashra'u is here according to the Arabic grammar. Okay? Because whenever there is jar majroor, it has need. Like for example, you say, look, you say, pen is on the table. Okay? So you see, look, on is what? Ala is harf jar. And table is what? Like for example, you can say ala sarir, my own Arabic, ala sarir. So this is jar majroor. So there is something hidden which is not here in this sentence. What is that? Pen is lying on the table. You see? You don't say it. Pen is on the table means it is what? Lying. So every jar majroor, when you say there has to be what? A muta'alliq. So you say, look, in the name of Allah, the most kind, the most merciful, this is what it is. In the name. So ba is jar, ism is majroor. So in the name of Allah, what? I begin. Okay? So you, whenever there is jar majroor, you have to figure out something. Sometimes it will be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, you will make one. Okay? And you will make it. So I, like for example, on the table, I make one for what? Lying on the table. Or mawjoodun on the table. Okay? Like for example, say, huwa fil masjid. He is in the masjid. So what is there? Mawjoodun fil masjid. Okay, you name it. Any jar majroor, there has to be something, which is not sometimes mentioned, sometimes not mentioned huwa. So now look here. This ba is called ba sababiyya. Okay, you cannot say with rebellion. You say because of. So that ba is ba ma'iyya, and this ba is ba sababiyya. Sababiyya means cause, because of. Okay, so there are several meanings of ba. I just told you two. Okay. So, ba qasamiyya, like for example, you say billahi, I swear by Allah. Okay? So, كذب ثمود, Thamud belied بتغواها because of ha min har, yani Thamud rebellions. That is why the cause of the rebellions of Thamud was what? The cause of the belying of Thamud was what? Rebellions. Because إذ انبعث, إذ mean when, انبعث stood up, أشقاها. Okay, the most lucky, ashqa, one is shaqi, unlucky, and one is ashqa, mean the most unlucky of her, yani the Thamud. Okay, so the men, there was she camel. They asked that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take out a she camel from this rock. They asked for it. So normally Allah will not do when you ask. Why? What is the wisdom of Allah? Because if you, in spite of your wish being fulfilled, you don't believe, so Allah will finish you. No muhlat, no time. Okay, so that is why Allah will not fulfill the miracles on demand. Allah will not do it. In this case, Allah did. They say, this is the rock, take out a she camel from it. Allah said, okay, I will do it. Allah did it. Beautiful she camel emerged from the rock. Okay, their she camel, which is called Naqatullah, the she camel of Allah, it used to drink a lot of water. There was only one well in the whole village. So, Salih alayhi salam say, one day you will drink the whole nation, and the other day the she camel. Turn. Okay? The day when it was the turn of water of the she camel will give so much milk which was more than the water. Okay? So that was the thing. And then the same old story that one man, he was in love with a woman, and the woman say, I will marry you if you kill the she camel of Salih alayhi salam. So he came and he cut the hamstring, the thigh muscle of the she camel. The she camel passed away, died, and the azab of Allah came. Okay? Azab of Allah. And there are several azab mentioned in the Qur'an. Like Swayha, The scream is also mentioned, and the rajfa, the earthquake, is also mentioned because Allah was really angry at this nation. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, كذبت ثمود ثمود belied بطغواها because of its rebellions. Is when imba'atha. You see, what is the name of this rule? Small meme.
Ilqab.
Huh?
Ilqab.
Iqlab.
Iqlab.
Remember inqilab. Okay? Iqlab mean what? Turning.
Turning.
Upside down. Okay? Turning
Upside
So
down.
turning upside down means you totally change it. Because sometimes you make a small change in the word because of the rule. Here you just replace one by another one. Okay? And when you do iqlab,
When there is a noon sakin and there is ba after that, you change the noon to meme.
right, very good. But you ate something because look on the screen. Your definition is not fulfilling the criteria here. Oh, it is. So sometimes there will be what? A tanween also.
Yes.
Okay? Sometimes what?
Tanween.
Like for example, you say, look, hey, Alimun. What is this?
Tanween.
Alimun, right?
Alimun.
Alimun. And then I say, Bizati Sudur. You see, so there is not nun sakin, there is tanween now, okay?
Right.
So how will you say?
Alimum.
Alimum. Okay? So actually it was mun. And it did inqilab. You totally replace the nun with a meme. You make it what? Mum. Mum. So that is why I call iqlab. Okay? So remember this thing. Whenever there is a nun sakin or tanween, always just make a habit of it. Nun sakin or tanween, because they go together. Why we say it? Because every tanween has a nun sakin in it. So that is why the rules are the same. Pronunciation-wise, the rules are the same. Okay? So whenever there is a nun sakin or tanween followed by ba, you change that nun into a meme and you do a gunna with it also. So how will you say? Like for example, Ali mum biza. And gunna will be what? Ali mum biza. Mum, okay? Like one alif you hold. Ali mum bizati sudur idhim ba'atha. Okay? This is gunna. Idhim ba'atha ashqaha. Okay? Hadha meal is towards Samud. When the most lucky of the nation of Samud, when he what? Ba'atha means stand up. He stood up. Okay? He got
Unlucky.
ready.
Unlucky.
Huh?
Unlucky, right?
Unlucky. Yes, yes. I don't know what I said. Okay, the most unlucky. Yes. The most unlucky, and he used another word for it, but I don't know how to say it. This one. How you say this one?
Wretched.
You don't say the W, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wretched, like wicked. Okay, bad person. All right? Okay, today is Friday, we will finish. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah.